3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Common Sense and Random Shit Show.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Alrighty. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Yeah. I had to think about that for a second. Get my days confused because of work and blah, blah, blah. Everything else. Fernando Rivera Jr. here with the Common Sense and Random Shit Show. Because you already know everything's a shit show. Everything's a shit show. Everything. Friendly neighborhood conservative ex-con here. Yeah, what a shit show. Streaming on Tres. Crap, I forgot who I was streaming on. I gotta look. Okay. On X and YouTube, ScrewTube, and Rumble. So if you don't have Rumble, download it. Great app to have. Owned and run by conservatives. No censorship, no bullshit. Blasey, blasey, blah. Same old shit every day. I know. I don't get paid for this, but I still gotta say it. Because I'm there. So why not? It is what it is. You already know. Breaking news. Maybe. I'm not here for that. I'm here every day at 6:30. Sometimes to share the latest. Sometimes to talk about it. Sometimes to make fun of stuff. Because there are a lot of channels out there that make fun of the bullshit. And we already know. From the wrong. Not the right. Because if you ain't right, you're wrong. You're not left. Just saying. It is what it is. Chicago. Holy shit. Yeah, let's talk about that for a second.
Well, we're in the Christmas spirit, the Thanksgiving spirit. I'll tell you what city is not, and that would be Chicago. What should have been a peaceful tree lighting ceremony turned deadly in Chicago. President Trump says that Chicagoans are actually chanting for him to come back, bring in Trump, after a 14-year-old boy was tragically killed and 8 other teenagers were shot. Plus, multiple police officers were attacked in a violent 300-person riot days after a career felon was accused of setting a woman on fire on a Chicago train, which the mayor dismissed as just an isolated incident. You guys, this is crazy what's happening there.
Yeah, it really is. And I think it's kind of remarkable to think about a Republican president who is weighing in on this. Usually you have Republicans who do not care about things that happen in places like Chicago ever. And you have a president in President Trump who cares deeply about what is happening in a deeply Democrat city like Chicago, and as usual, brings his completely fresh perspective of what I think is a normal person's perspective, which is, are you kidding me? A tree lighting ceremony, 8 teenagers shot, 1 killed. This is totally unacceptable in the leading country of the free world. You cannot live in a country like this. This is completely unacceptable. And obviously, a lot of people are uncomfortable with the idea of sending in the National Guard to American cities. But if the alternative is this, well, that's why a lot of people say, OK, well, let's give it a shot.
Well, we've had Chicago moms on this show who have lost children to the violence in Chicago who said, yeah, please do come. So, yeah, the mayor's saying we don't want Trump. But what do the citizens want after this? And by the way, Griff, you have a tree lighting ceremony like this. This is how you kill community. Who's going to come out next year?
Well, and there's a little bit, Rachel, of denial, too, on the behalf of Mayor Brandon Johnson, who has opposed the Trump administration's offer of federal assistance at every turn. And just on Thursday, literally the day before this horrific Christmas violence happened, was diminishing these acts of violence, saying they're isolated. Listen here.
This is an isolated incident. I mean, I don't see this as some sort of trend. And again, the level of accountability that has to happen in this moment, I trust that the federal level will do its part.
Yesterday we had we covered a lot of Mondami with President Trump in the Oval Office, and the president giving him a lot of grace. Yeah. But you get incompetent people who don't take crime seriously. I mean, look at this mayor. I mean, Brandon Johnson is a disaster.
And we'll see whether Mamdani is actually serious about caring about crime, because if you've spent your career talking about wanting to defund the police, that's not a that's obviously not a serious person when it comes to addressing crime. But if he wants to partner with Trump on something like that to work on the problem of violence in the city, then that's great.
It is what it is. Piece of shit. Mayor. Just saying. It's what the community wants. And more people in the community want Trump to get involved. I mean, I get it. People, don't want military on the street, but see what happened in Washington, which now is supposedly illegal because obviously a Democratic appointed judge said so. Who else is tired of this shit? Who else is tired of these liberal judges interfering and Trump doing the right thing? And listen, I've mentioned before, TDS, it's ridiculous. Trump derangement syndrome, for those who don't know what that is, I had it. Not for any specific reason, just because of what I thought liberal media was telling the truth. I've said it before. Back in the day, people hated the media for different reasons because they told the truth, no matter who it hurt. Now they lie. And it's like they want to hurt everyone. I don't get it. But Sivadi, I like the way he put this. This is pretty awesome. Check it out.
Mayor Brandon Johnson is now addressing comments that he made earlier this week when he referred to law enforcement as a sickness.
Let's take a listen to what he said Tuesday while discussing President Trump's threats to send the National Guard here.
The fact of the matter is we are driving violence down on this city, and we're using every single resource that's available to us. Jails and incarceration and law enforcement is a sickness that has not led to safe communities. I'm going to work hard every single day to protect the people who are caught up in violence in this city. Guess why? You want to know why? Because the vast majority of them look like me.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Law enforcement is a sickness.
I'm going to start right now with breaking news. We've been following this all night. 2 shootings just hours after the Christmas tree lighting, steps away as well from the Christkindl Market right here downtown. One of those mass shootings leaving 7 teenagers in the hospital. Just blocks away from that, a man died.
Witnesses tell us the victims seemed all to be very young, in their teenage years. Police confirming this morning the youngest victim is only 13 years old.
There were also multiple fights reported.
And tonight we're hearing from the mother of a 14-year-old boy from the south suburbs who came to the city to enjoy the festivities, but instead he was robbed and brutally beaten.
They had to get him off the ground. He was severely beaten. Both eyes were shut. He was bleeding. Once he did awaken, he didn't understand who he was. He had memory loss. They rushed him to me. And I took him to the hospital.
Now, this video shows her son being viciously attacked by a mob of young people laughing as they punched and kicked him. Deanna, a registered nurse, says her son spent days in the hospital after being beaten unconscious and left on the ground. The 14-year-old was robbed of his keys, phone, and ID, and now fears his attackers could return. He and a friend, they were dropped off by an adult right in downtown to enjoy the holiday festivities. Doctors worry he may have permanent vision loss, and he's only able to drink liquids due to severe jaw pain.
All right, Gio.
Benedicat vos omnipotens Deus, in nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
That's not enough.
Jails and incarceration and law enforcement is a sickness that has not led to safe communities.
If that's not a big what the fuck fair warning, in the beginning of the video where I said adult language or whatever, what the fuck? We got a bum running Chicago and shit hitting the fan all over him and everybody else that's agreeing with him. Baby back Pritzker, we already know. I don't understand. What is it about liberal-run cities and states? What is it about it? What do they want? What is their belief that Trump is trying to hurt them? Don't they understand that by allowing Trump to help, you're taking a bunch of these pieces of shits off the street? But is that what they want? Probably not. They want that because it covers up all the bullshit they're probably doing behind closed doors. I'm just saying all the dirty shit. It is what it is. Yeah. Anyway, the seditious, 6? We talked about this last week. It's a good thing because last week when this came out about the seditious piece of shit, Dems, sorry, I got to say it that way. You already know. I was saying it, before it blew up. Not that I had anything to do with it because, I'm a nobody. Just some Joe Schmo, ex-convict, ex-gang member who just speaks my mind. And you, as I've mentioned before, are my therapists because I don't talk to anyone else about this stuff. Maybe one other person, the owner of this restaurant, the brothers, they're conservative as well. They're the ones that actually told me, Fernando, you hate Trump, but you should do some research. Do your research. I did because, I'm smart. I'm a genius. I have common sense. And I figured out the bullshit. You already know. But anyway, I won't get into that. Seditious behavior.
Let's welcome to the show U.S. Army Special Forces veteran Jim Hansen. Jim, I wonder if Senator Slotkin knows that A Few Good Men was a fictional story. What say you?
I'm shocked. I was unaware as well. These people knew exactly what they were doing. They were using the credibility of their offices and their previous experience in the military or the intelligence community to try and convince some poor soul who's currently serving to throw away their career pretending that President Trump had issued an illegal order. Now, in that video, they weren't talking if you get an illegal order. They said things like, you must disobey illegal orders. The threat is domestic, no longer foreign. You must be brave, those kind of things. They were not talking about the future. They were trying to suborn sedition, and now they're being held accountable.
Crazy. Well, now 15 House Republicans who are also veterans released a video in response to all of this. Take a listen to this.
Troops, listen up. Any service member who refuses a lawful order is subject to court-martial for violating the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
We study what's lawful and what's not lawful, and the Democrats stunt insinuating that they're illegal or unconstitutional orders. It's downright dangerous.
It is corrosive. It is meant to weaken our country and weaken the military.
Corrosive indeed. And Vice President J.D. Vance also tweeting, quote, if the president hasn't issued illegal orders, then members of Congress telling the military to defy the president is by definition illegal. Jim, it feels like this could backfire big time on Democrats.
I think it already has. Any normal person knows what they were trying to do. And now, out of them, they're all under the potential penalty of U.S. code that says you are not allowed to undermine good order and discipline in the military. But Senator Mark Kelly's a retired officer. He's still bound by the Uniform Code of Military Justice, which has much more stringent rules. And he could be held accountable for that. Pete Hegseth put out a tweet today saying that he might open an investigation and bring him in and call him on the carpet for that.
Yeah. Would you think that appropriate?
I think it's absolutely appropriate because that's what they were trying to do. They were undermining the commander-in-chief. They wanted to cause a problem for President Trump to be able to execute the lawful orders. And holding them accountable for that right now will tell other people not to do the same.
Very good. Send a strong message. Jim Hansen. Jim, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate your time, as always.
This is one of those what the fuck moments. What the fuck were they thinking? As somebody said, thanks for subscribing. Bill Wick 558. Is that 87 or 67? I'm blind, even with my glasses. From Tennessee. Trump has an R beside his name. That's it. Yes, I agree. That, and of course, TDS. Let's be real. Everything is TDS. Everything. All these judges, all these people on the street going against ICE, these piece of shit Democrat senators and Congress people who use their experience in the military or government to act. I never served. Trust me, I wish I would have. I messed my life up. I've mentioned before being an ex-convict. I was lied to. I was told that if I pled guilty with my first charge as a youthful offender, it would be erased when I was 18 and I can go into the military. I tried, and I was told I couldn't because of that. But I would have been in the military, and I probably would have been either dead by now, a hero, because I would have died for our country, and I still would. Or I'd be a retired Navy SEAL or something. That's kind of what I wanted to do, especially after watching Navy SEAL movie. I talked about this a while back. Anyway, I'm getting off subject. Anyway, TDS. Everything is TDS. I'm just saying. If someone like me with common sense can realize what the hell's going on, as I said, that video that they posted last week, as soon as I saw it, not that many people saw it yet, it wasn't blown up yet, and I was like, what? This is wrong. I started looking up sedition, treason, and I was like, very close. I'm just saying, it is what it is. Anyway, another Savati. Perfect. It goes to this. Just saying.
Mayor Brandon Johnson is now addressing comments that he made earlier this week.
All right, I'm an idiot. I put the wrong video. Sorry. I put the wrong video. Hold on. There it is. Sorry. Wrong one. Somebody.
These are evil people. These are sick, evil people.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
and the intelligence community
who take risks each day to keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk. This administration is pitting our uniformed military
and intelligence community professionals
against American citizens. Like us, you all swore an oath
to protect and defend this Constitution.
Right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad, but from right here at home. But from right here at home.
But from right here at home.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
It's treason. Treason's a very strong word, sir. Isn't the Christian thing to turn the other cheek?
I am your retribution. I am your retribution.
I just want to read again what the president has been putting on his social media. He is not backing off overnight, calling you again traitors, sedition at the highest level, a major crime. This all started on Thursday. Donald Trump saying it's called seditious behavior at the highest level. Each one of these traitors to our country should be arrested and put on trial. Continuing, this is really bad and dangerous to our country. Seditious behavior from traitors, lock them up. Seditious behavior punishable by death. So let's talk right now. Do you believe President Trump has issued any illegal orders?
To my knowledge, I am not aware of things that are illegal, but certainly there are some legal gymnastics that are going on with these Caribbean strikes.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law. We need you to stand up for our laws. Don't give up the ship. You can refuse illegal orders.
So let's talk right now. Do you believe President Trump has issued any illegal orders?
To my knowledge, I am not aware of things that are illegal, but certainly there are some legal gymnastics that are going on with these Caribbean strikes.
It's treason, then.
my God. An insurrection. Call it what it is.
Safari, you are the shit. I love the way you post stuff. Let's be real here. You know, the generation, I hate that they still bring that shit up. Even though there's like so much shit out there. I still have that 128 page for the non-commissioned January 6th committee that who should all be in jail. Let's be real. Who wants to see perp walks? I do. Can't see your hand, but I'm sure a lot of you, the 2 or 3 that are watching me, agree with me. We want to see perp walks. We want to see these people with freaking handcuffs behind their back being arrested. Clinton, Fang, Schiff, Thief Schiff, Comey. Holy shit, I could go on all day. Fuck them. That's all I'm saying. Traitors, all of them, every single one. Every single one of them. Yeah, anyway. Did I have any more videos? I don't think I did. But I do have some random shit. Yeah, illegals caught for robbing a store are told the immigration has been called and they will be deported.
Padre, que lo único que usted lo único que sabe es español. Aquí ahora que los tengan aquí, a los otros igual tenemos posibilidad de que los suelten o no. No.
Ya, como ustedes ya se van a deportar, ya no van a salir de aquí.
Pero ¿cómo sabe usted que tenemos la deportación?
Porque ya Migración nos llamó a nosotros.
Migración ya lo llamó a ustedes. Y supuestamente, ¿cuándo viene Migración?
Puede ser mañana, puede ser 10 después. No estoy seguro, pero no van a poder salir de la cárcel.
¿Y no nos van a dar ninguna fianza? ¿No damos posibilidad de fianza?
Ya cuando en Migración se ponen en el negocio, ya eso está confirmado.
Ya, entonces los...
I'm going to play the whole thing because it's kind of long. But hey, fuck around and find out. I'm sorry. Is that evil of me? Deport them all. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, anyway. Oh, yeah. The sedition, what is it? So this is bunch. It is 6. Okay. Yep, all of them. Every single one. First on Fox, a Portland man is accused of threatening to kill law enforcement officers and sexually assault their wives. The FBI told Fox News Digital. What the fuck? Just saying. A man in dress twirls at Disneyland saying, I'm going to stay until they kick me out.
Disney. I've been wanting to twirl all day, so I'm going to twirl now.
Okay, what the fuck was that? Yeah, crazy.
Ever been in physical danger?
No, you look like you could harm quite a few people,
You
for
included,
sure.
yeah.
What feelings do I stir in you?
I hate white people.
Do you hope one day you won't have to have a job?
Yeah, I'm already unemployed.
How long you been unemployed for?
20 years.
You want to
Wow. Surprise, 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 motherfucker. It's fucking idiots. Typical liberal. Let's be real here. This one and the last one. Gender dysphoria. Can anyone say this thing? Mental illness? Yes. Jesse Waters drops a nuke. 2 CIA agents confirm Democrats' seditious rebellion calls are a deep state plot to shatter trust in the military, setting up a fake catastrophe to bury President Trump.
I mean, what foolishness. This is a woman who won a year ago by 0.3 of a percentage point in Michigan, by 19,000 votes out of 5 million cast. And she speaks like this: I want the people of Michigan, Arizona to know their senators are interested in sound bites and social media screeds rather than facts and figures.
So I talked to 2 CIA officers who said that this is a part of a larger hoax, and what they're doing here is they're trying to condition the country to prepare for something bad that's about to happen at the hands of Donald Trump. It's straight out of the CIA playbook. It's a destabilization operation where you get people to mistrust each other. And you do this because she's an analyst. And as an analyst, she would make sure what propaganda operations were successful, which ones weren't. So she knows what works. So the first part of the video, you establish authority. I'm CIA, I'm military, you need to trust us. Second part of the video, they introduce the threat. And the threat's not foreign, the threat's domestic, the threat's Donald Trump. And then at the end, they introduce the solution. What's the solution? You resist. You say no. But they don't give an option. They say this is an obligation for you to do. Now, she is being run because she didn't come up with this herself. She's a Brennan acolyte, and you usually don't have congressmen and senators doing anything together. They kind of hate each other. So in order to organize this had to have had some sort of handler telling her what to do. And it was risky because nothing like this has ever been done in the history of the country. And you can even tell because the media was skeptical and they couldn't answer the question. So they hadn't even been read in on the operation. You see them fumbling and stumbling. And I'm glad that the U.S. military is now investigating this guy, Kelly, because this is what we expect from Donald Trump 2.0. You can't have the deep state interfering with a duly elected presidency and get away with it. You got to draw the line in the sand, and you have to make examples out of people.
That's it. That's it. It's accountability in this term. They need to all go down. I'm saying. I mean, I'm almost 100% sure with all my heart that more than half America would be very proud and very happy that these fucking piece of shits go down. That's all I'm saying. Anti-ICE protester records someone dragging effigies of Trump, ICE, and Border Patrol during protest. How's that not a threat? It's unbelievable, I'm telling you. There you go. Should we bring mental asylums back? Yes, I believe so. I've sort of seen this man before. This is ridiculous, pretty sick. I want to throw up in my mouth. That's fucking sick. I'm sorry. What the fuck? Wake up, liberals. MAGA did, in fact, vote for mass deportation.
The worst of the immigrants that are in this country undocumented. And what we're seeing now on a daily basis is an escalation to the tune that nobody could have imagined, notwithstanding his promises to rid the country.
Except for the people that voted for the largest mass deportation effort in American history.
No, they didn't vote for this. You're telling me the Republicans that put in their votes for Trump expected this?
Yeah, they were very transparent about running on mass deportations. In fact, what you said about them only going after criminals, that's not true. They actually said worst first. So their primary focus would be on the worst first. But it's hard to find them.
How do you justify what they're doing now? They're behaving like thugs in the streets.
Taking illegal immigrants out of our country?
The way they're doing it is unprincipled.
Deporting is not a pretty
ICE
sight,
is
sir.
not a police force. They don't have the right to do what they're doing.
They have every right to do what
No,
they're
they
doing.
do
It's literally
not.
their job.
Okay. Hey, look at this. On my daddy's bell in my Major, what the fuck? Holy shit. Liberals are now normalizing eating rice with their hands because white people forced utensils on other races. Blah! Sorry. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's crazy and disgusting. So, what I'm going to do now is, yesterday when I was out and about, I ran into these people. So, they're out there for a good cause. So I thought I'd share it. Mercy ships. I've never heard this before. I may have. Let me go where I need to go because I want to show you guys something. If you guys want to help out, really good cause. Let me see where it is. Mercy ships, bringing hope and healing, changing lives. I thought I just mentioned them. I told them I'd mention them. One of the guys that was there, we didn't talk politics, but I told him what the name of the show was, and he actually subscribed. So I told him, listen, I'll talk about it. Over 50% of the world's population lives near a coast. Our ships are the best way to reach people in great need. These are people who volunteer. They don't get paid. They literally work off donations. I think it's a good cause. Help the world out. It ain't just America. If we can, even though America needs help with all the TDS infected individuals, especially politicians. But anyway, as I said, since 1978, I think it's a good cause. So I told them I'd mention them. So there you go. Look them up. It's actually mercyships.org. Let me get out of here. And as I was saying, TDS. It's all TDS. I can talk about TDS every single day. Even when I talk about movies, TDS. It is what it is. What the fuck? These people are fucking idiots. Anyway, thanks to the new subscribers. Please like, share, write me, let me know what's up. I do write back. I only have 101 subscribers, which I'm very excited about. Hey, Hercules. I'm stronger. Anyway, it is what it is. You already know. Thanks for watching. Gotta get to work. Tomorrow I'm going to be on. But since Thursday is Thanksgiving, if you don't want to watch football, I have a few things you can watch. I'm just saying I watched, a few things, and I like to mention them. A movie, a show, and something that's going to start, I believe, tomorrow that I'm very excited about, like a little kid. You already know. It is what it is. I'm going to go out as I usually do with a song because I enjoy music. I love music, especially rock. I'm not a big rap fan, believe it or not. This ex-gang member, ex-convict does not like rap. No, it's not what it used to be. A bunch of pussies right now. I'm just saying. Ain't nobody, no killer, no. Anyway, stay true to the red, white, and blue. Perp walks. That's all I'm saying. TDS. Please cure it. And what the fuck is going on? Just saying, Chicago. Let them in. You already know. Ladies! Yeah.
Slipping, tripping over my own thoughts. My own head became my enemy. It was hell that it brought. No matter how hard I fought my demons, it was always chaos it wrought. Got me wondering some days if my life's worth living or not. Please, Lord, hear me out. I need this hellish nightmare to stop. Yeah. I am just a prisoner locked away in my own mind. I force a smile, but it has the pain buried inside. I wanna break these chains that has me in this bind. Free myself from my own hell and finally be fine. I'm just a prisoner locked away in my own mind. Some days it has me feeling like my brain is fried. I am trapped in this prison of my mind. I seem to feel too much sometimes, and it seems to just mess with my mind. I wanna break this curse before it gets worse. Leave the past behind. I no longer wanna rewind the real to the things that made me feel like I lost my mind. Leave it all behind. The past is the past, but it doesn't have to define me. I am just a prisoner locked away in my own mind. I force a smile, but it hides the pain buried inside. I wanna break these chains that has me in this bind. Free myself from my own hell and finally be fine. I'm just a prisoner locked away in my own mind. Some days it has me feeling like my brain is fried. I am trapped in this prison of my mind. I've been a slave to my mind. The devil whispers wicked things inside to try to keep me down, stuck believing his own lies. I won't give up the fight till the day I die. No matter the